Yo, Tony D got another mega tape micro review. I decided to check out Dark Patterns. This is issue 1, cover 1B by Steven Subic. Man, I'm just gonna keep getting Subic's covers. I'm digging them on this series. I have issue 3. I still need to get issue 2, but this will give you a little review. See if you want to jump on board. I think you'll want to. Dan Waters is doing some good writing, and Hayden Sherman is killing the art. I like what DC's doing here. They give you the alternate cover, but you still get the original cover, which is cool. Dig that. Kind of got that in old school flavor. So it starts off, they're going over just some regular type of issues that are happening in Gotham. Kids doing the shenanigans and buildings on fire, maybe arson, but they give you an idea of this time period. It's 3 years into Batman's run on the streets. And look at this artwork. It's really well done. Look at that hand. Hayden Sherman flows on the page from panel to panel, like with purpose, just the car pointing to the hand, and you flow down here and you see the bandages, that catches your eye. Then you go down to the dogs that have been just released. It's not by accident. It's artistically, this is done very well. And the drapery over the Batmobile is, it's fantastic. I really dig the artwork in this one. The writing's good too. Really good. And I mean, boom, what an intro page. The bat signal. Look at all that line work for the buildings. You have the car going into this, and then it goes up. This is what I'm talking about. He laid this out where you go in with the car, you hit the city, and it draws you up to the bat signal. It is very well designed. This looks like the Batmobile from the 89 movie. It really does. And the cartoon, the old school cartoon, that was really cool. But I get this, it kind of gives you the time frame it takes me back a little farther back, but I like it said, he says he's 3 years into his running the streets. And yeah, this is gruesome as heck. Look at this, man. This guy, oh yeah, he's been messed up pretty bad. And there's 2 other victims like that. And the mention of Patterns is first here from this coroner, who is weird. He's tweaking on something. Batman notices it. He gets Jim outside. He's like, of course they talk a little more. And man, it's like this old creepy dude, it's like he's getting off on Batman. Like he mentions that, he's like, you have to have scarring on you. And, he's admiring the work of this murder. So I kind of got this feel like this dude right here had something to do with it. Maybe it's a red herring. I don't know. But Batman, he don't trust him. And I already had that feeling over here. So the writer kind of leads you to the conclusion before he even writes it. That's pretty cool. Batman takes off. And this really got fast. It really did. And I love, the artist is doing a lot of these buildings like this. It's awesome, man. Totally awesome. And he has a real comic book type style. When I say comic book style, I'm referring to, it's not hyper realistic. It's more comic type. I really dig it. And these panels are just fantastically designed to keep the flow going. I mean, it's got like look at the panels, how they zigzag to lead your eye. Hayden Sherman knows what he's doing, man. He's got to be educated. And this right here, oh man, look at that. Look at that. The simplest of shades. Couple of shades, you have a very powerful panel. And you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guns on our dude here. Oh man. And then boom, out the window, and there you have the shots. That is just fantastic. That's awesome. Oh, we got a little Nick. Goes back to the Batcave. Interesting interaction with Alfred. It's pretty much your standard Alfred things, but there is a moment of vulnerability with Batman here. He's wanting to stitch up his own wound, and Alfred wants to help. And there's still pieces of this bullet that he's stitching closed. Pieces of the bullets are still in him that he's stitching closed. But he finally, here's his moment of being vulnerable. Alfred, he is a very big part of Batman just by this interaction. He just says, hey, I insist I do this. And he just gives a look and he just hands him the stitching material. So that's one of those little things I talk about that's powerful that a writer does. And this right here, bam, look at this thing. You go from this, he brings you around here. Then you have all this movement here. And then when you read, as you read, you get down to this panel and it kind of points you into the vastness of the buildings going up. That is expert design. Then you have everything slanted here. He's really playing with the panels. This is awesome stuff. Then you have more. He's got a lead. He's spying, you know. That's the villain talking to the next victim. And, you know, and another thing about this, it kind of brings you back to Batman's old roots of him being a detective, which I thought was cool. So he runs into this cat. Man, he's jacked up. I mean, if anything, this has got to be a first appearance. They give him a name. We'll get to that. But if anything, this is a key issue because, you know, just a first appearance alone. But Batman finds out he can't punch this guy because he has things in all of his vital places where if Batman does punch him, I mean, these little dots are nails all in him. So Batman can't hit him, but this dude hits back, and he's fast. He's unnaturally fast. It's like he doesn't feel pain. Batman's figuring it out while he's fighting. So the victim, he has a shotgun. I believe he was a gangster. He was afraid the Falcons were going to come get him, so he was ready, but this guy came for him anyways. But one thing that's funny in comic books, all the gunfire and stuff like that you hear, this is revealing here where they talk about it like, you know, hey, it's a shotgun in a room. He can't hear. It's like what would really happen if you shot a shotgun in a living room. So it takes him a minute to get his bearings back, which was pretty clever of the writer. Then Batman does some research, you know, and here's a little reveal. They named the villain the Wound Man. It's real interesting, really interesting. I highly recommend this. This is good Batman stuff. Like I said, key appearance there. A lot of good writing. The artwork is fantastic. You know what we got to do. I'm giving it a couple BC dubs and some 2mm Mylar. Got to get my... And I dig these Steven Subic covers. I'm going to just get those. I don't think I'm breaking my rule on alternate covers. But yeah, it's a little taste for you. You know, a little nibble. Just to see if you want to jump on, man. You know, you don't want to waste your money buying stuff and not knowing. But now you know. And you know what Tony D does. He says, get it.